Hello, this is Melody, and I'm here today in my bathroom because I just thought, I'm going to choose to be raw, vulnerable. I thought about putting on makeup, fixing my hair, and doing all these things, but I just think, no, I'm coming here, and I'm sorry if the camera's shaking, coming here raw and vulnerable. And not to put on a show because for me, it's really easy to fake it till you make it and pretend like everything's a-okay and not really let anyone into what's actually really going on. And the truth is, today wasn't a really, it was a great day, but I wasn't feeling really great. I was having a lot of emotions and fear and lack come up for me. And it feels scary to be really vulnerable and to allow myself to really be seen. But I did put my confidence shoes on. I'm wearing my boots. So I put on my confidence shoes. And it's a little bit cold today. So I decided to, leave my scarf and hat on. But how do you actually hold space for someone? When someone is going through a difficult time, do you try to fix it? Do you try to cover up the space? Or do you think of something and you're like, oh, I got to share with you, and you don't allow them to finish? Do you discount what they said to you? Do you tell them, oh, well, you shouldn't feel that way? Or, well, God's working it out for you, so you really shouldn't allow yourself to feel those emotions. Oh, we need to bind the devil that's controlling your mind because you're allowing your mind to go someplace and it shouldn't go there. Do you try to stop the emotions that are coming up because for whatever reason they might be evil or leading you down a path? Or how do you hold space for someone? How do you hold space and sit with those feelings for yourself? So today, all these feelings of fear were coming up, and I was working through them, talking to them, feeling them in my body. Where do I feel them? And I've stuffed a lot of feelings in for a long time. And I was blessed to be able to be on a support call earlier where many people were invited to attend. And for whatever reason, it was me and the hosts, and that was it. And one of the things they said to me was, I imagine that you feel there's a lot more emotional drain on you than you realize. Now, I don't know if you know, but I've had a son with stage 4 cancer. And in the last year, we made a move where I had lived for 30 years. And I moved from 5.5 acres to a city 4.5 hours away. And a move is difficult in its own self, but not knowing, like not having the support of people I knew, being in a town where I had been teaching and very familiar. I mean, I would go to places, and most of the time if I went someplace, it was likely I might see someone that I knew, even if it was a friendly face from working at the store, because I would repeat, go to the similar places and people would know me. And then I go to a place where I'm not known, just trying to survive because I want my son to stay healthy, well, and alive, to thrive. Choosing to find a new church, new activities for my children to be in so they could continue to play sports, continue to be in their scouting programs, continue as much similarity as possible. Paying more than 4 times the housing that I was accustomed to paying, not with a spouse, but now on my own. Because during the move, I left a domestic violence relationship of 20 plus years. And so I've done all these things alone. And when people would tell me it wasn't possible, it couldn't happen, God showed up and said, but him. There's a way. He makes a way where there is no way. So let's go back. How do you hold space? You don't want someone to fix you, but sometimes you just need to let someone hear you and sit in that space with you, and you tell, and they, sometimes I've had, so today I did reach out. One of the things I did was I reached out for support. I reached out to more than one person because I needed support. Now, some people didn't answer me back. Some people couldn't get back to me yet. Maybe tomorrow or in the future date they will, which is perfectly fine because all things work out. But I still was able to ask and reach out for what I needed. I had, I got into a disagreement with my daughter, and it didn't end really sweet. And I felt really unheard and unvalidated, I guess you would say. I don't know if I wasn't looking for that validation necessarily, but I just wanted to be heard. And so in that space, how do you hold space? One way is to just listen. Just be there for that person and listen. Don't try and fix them. Don't interrupt them. If they want to speak, listen to what they have to say and let them know that you hear them. And if it doesn't make sense to you, ask them some more questions until it makes sense so that you can go, okay, I see how you would feel that way, or it makes sense to me why you might feel that way. And you might ask them, would you like another perspective? Would you like to hear my point of view? Then you've opened the floor up, the conversation up so that they can hear what you have to say. And it feels safe for them because now they feel heard. And just like a young child, even my 6-year-old sometimes, even my 8-year-old, come on. I mean, even me, right? Sometimes all we want is to be heard. We want to be seen. We want to be noticed that I'm in a painful situation and it hurts right now. That's all we want sometimes, is to be heard, to be seen, to be noticed that where we are is difficult. We may not want to be fixed or to have anyone do anything for us. We just want someone to be with us and hear us. And that's one great gift that you can give. And another thing is, if you know that someone's in a season of a difficult time, every now and then reach out to them and check in on them. Even if they don't tell you the whole truth, at least they know someone cared, because it's a big difference to know that, oh yeah, I'm praying for you, but you never tell them. It's really important to let people know. So if you have them in your mind, if they come across your thought and you prayed for them that day, let them know. That's another way that you can just be intentional and hold space for someone, is to say, I was praying for you today. I was thinking of you today. You matter to me and I care. I unexpectedly had a friend call me, and I actually had her on my list to contact for a few weeks. And out of the blue today, she reached out and called me. So it's okay for you to be seen, to be heard in your raw and vulnerability, to let someone know you need support and to reach out, because we all need that, the tribe or the sisterhood. We need that. And I'm choosing to be really raw and vulnerable, no makeup. I'm not dressed up, in my sweatshirt that's, I think it says love on it. And I was, I don't know, if you look closely, you might see some tear-stained cheeks right here, because I was in tears a lot today, working through fear that has been holding me back, binding me up, and not allowing me to speak, and keeping my voice bound up in times. And so I decided to go out and speak on it so that you also can know we're in it together. We're in it together, and we all need that support. We all need to be seen, heard, and listened to, and told that we matter from time to time, right? So if no one's told you today, you matter, you're important, and you are making a difference, even when it feels like maybe you're not. And between you and God, you've got this, right? I love you. This is what I always do with my kids. We shoot each other the love. I love you. And we shoot love arrows to each other. And I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.